Okay, my name is Sampo Bullus gang. I'm from Plateau State here. I've been working with Cooking Community Mission for 13 years. I serve in Niger State. I served in Niger State for 10 years. And because of this bandit, that is why we were being transferred to Cross River. Really, we suffered a lot. These bandits, they really suffered us a lot. But we give God the glory. Some of our churches, our stations were nearly closed down. But glory be to God. Today, all the churches, they can have their church service. Though there are still security threats, there are some Sundays you see the bandits, they will be close by, they will standing at the doorpost. They will leave them to have the church service. At the church service after, if they so wish, they will leave them with the offering. But if that time it's not but they will now say today is our own offering. They collect the offering back. When they collect the offering, they leave them. But in those areas, up to now, the bandits, they have occupied the place, but they are still having their own service, church service. They allow them to have their church service, but sometimes they can. You used to give them. You used to charge them that they must pay some amount of money before they will live in those areas, and if they went to those areas, there are gold. So sometimes if the indigenous there, when the villagers, they don't have the money that they can remit and give them, they will now say they can declare a whole week that this week is our own. You go and dig the gold is for them. Whatever they get is for the bandit. And that's how they have been living. Even up to now, they are still living in that mess up to now.
And which area is this?
Shiroro local government of Niger State. As a Biko in particular, that's the name of the village. Biko. That is Galadima Kogo district. Yes, in particular.
And so when was the last time that you were there?
I left that place 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
Why did you leave?
The reason why I left because of the bandit. I fought in their hands. As I met them, as when I was on my way going, and I see a troop of machines with soldiers. I just take it as Nigerian soldiers. I say, wow, Nigerian soldiers are coming to save us. Little did I know, they are the bandit. I don't know that they are the bandit. Now say, hey, come down from that machine. I say, wow. Say, how?
So were they in a uniform or were they?
They were in full Nigerian uniform. They were in Nigerian uniform. That is why I look at it. I say, these are Nigerian army. Then say, come down from the machine. I now stayed down. So I lied down. I was full of shock. I say, why Nigerian army they come and do this? I never realized that they are the bandits at that time. Now say, bring all that you have. Luckily enough, I was having some cash with me, and I removed the money. I gave them. And the way I dressed that day, I dressed like somebody who, like the villagers there. And in the house, look at me, say, the other person now cock his gun, want to shoot. Then his colleague now say, hey, if you shoot this man, I will also shoot you. Then he now said, Oga, these people that we waste their life, are they not life that we will spare this one? he now said, I have told you, if you shoot him, I'm going to shoot you. That was how I was saved. And I said it was God that saved me.
And you left
And
after that.
Then the man that was he stands for me, he asked, he said, what is your name? I said, my name is Sampo. Say, say Sampo. Well, stand up and go. That was how I stood up and carried my machine, continue my journey where I go. And I went. On many occasions they will come, they will terrorize us. When they invented the village, as they invented the village, that it was on Sunday morning. After the incident, they came back again. They invented another day. They invented the village. That was when we experienced another health on earth. So they kidnapped two of our pastors. Two of our pastors spent about 2 months with them. And that time, my wife was pregnant. And because this machine, as we are seeing, we are riding, you see me as I'm a rugged rider, and it is because of the bandit. We enter, we go on ridges. And my wife was pregnant that time. And it reached to that time. She said, "Please, I'm not going to make it. Just leave me alone. Just leave me here. For us to die, all of us, is better. Let me die." I felt pity. I now throw the machine. I held her. We now enter inside bush. And we were about to lose the baby. And we give God the glory. God intervened. And from there, the following day, I carry her inside town in the village, in close by town. I carry her there, and glory be to God. We get accommodation. I kept her there. I still went to the bush. I still went to the village. I say, see, I told her, I said, no, don't worry. I'm the one I heard the call. If I die, I know. There's one proverb there, and the Hausa man used to say, he said, Sana Anka, Ajalenka. That is, your occupation is where is your end. That is it. I say, okay, this is my own occupation. So if I'm going to die, let me die. You come, stay here. So that is how we went. And they come always, they'll be going and meet always. They get a time that they will still, after them, they went to my house. They pursued me. They were shooting. I don't know that they were shooting, but I went. That is how God escaped, saved me. And from there, the church now said, no, this thing cannot happen. Now, 2 pastors have been kidnapped, and we were still there in the village. Well, all of us, we should just retrieve and go and leave the village. And that was how we left the village. Now, there are some, I have one of our churches there that we were, I pray that, let me see, that they are still, the church, okay, this is, but this one, it is the priest that falls down, but the roof falls down. This is a big church, big congregation.
Okay.
So I started with, there some of our members, we start with two members, and before we know, God will increase in number. These are the villagers, where they are the villagers. Yes, in the scene.
You're helping to build,
Yes, yes. And this is the pastor that is taking care of them. He's still there up to now. I don't know whether the pastor. No, yeah, he's in Jos today because he told me that he have come to Jos. He told me that he has come to Jos. I don't know if we can get in touch with him.
I hope so. And so is he here for a visit or is he here now permanently?
No, he's here for a visit.
Okay.
He is here for a visit. He came for a visit. We have this week, next week we'll be having mission awareness or mission campaign in Coffee.
Okay.
Yes, so he as a missionary is here for the program.
So outside of security from the government or a government, what can the people do in the West and in Nigeria to help?
Well, for now, we are looking at it as the only thing is prayer. So, it's prayer. Prayer is the key. I always tell people if I come back here when I was in mission, if I come back here, the people here will say, you missionaries, you are trying. I say, no, it's not we that we are trying. It is you people that are trying. You are praying for us. The moment you stop praying for missionaries, that is where you will see we will be falling. So we need your prayers. That's number one thing. Without the prayers and the encouragement, this program that you have, you encourage us, is very, very important. And then.
And so, what type of encouragement are you speaking about?
Yeah, the encouragement that I'm speaking about, programs like this. The one we held is also encouraging me most. It makes me to build up and to stand firm in this. Though Nigeria is rich, but the riches is in the hands of the few people. Nigeria is rich, but Nigeria is greedy. That's it. That's the fact. Nigeria is rich, but it's greedy. In terms of finance support too, in the mission, we are suffering from 2 or 3 things. Let me see. The first, the acceptance from the people in the village, the villagers. Then thirdly, and then secondly, the health challenge. Most of those areas that most like this one, this very village, we don't have access to a hospital. I became all in all.
What do you think would happen if a medical team went into that area in a program like ours, preaching the gospel, and then we had the free medical care?
Really, so like those areas, really medical team, we can't enter inside the village.
You can't enter.
We can't enter because inside the village, even to me, I planned this year to visit them again. This is almost 4 years I've not seen them. I planned to visit them, and the villagers said I should not even come because if I go there, I will not come back alive. They don't want to see any stranger there. That is where the threat comes. Say they don't want to see any stranger there. But we can organize this like a medical team. We can organize it in such a way that we call the villagers from the village. They come close to the nearby town where the security challenge is more fear.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that one.
I understand that.
Yes, if we do that one, it will help them.
That's important.
Yes.
That's a good way to help. And so what particularly has been encouraging you about the meetings that we've had this week?
Wow. What I get in the encouragement I heard today, even throughout this week, as I heard the word, it encouraged me. Suffering, it should be part of my mission. Suffering should be part of my mission, should be part of me as a pastor or as a child of God, as a believer. I should not rely, or I should not have hope that in this world that I will have something, that I will have enjoyment. But I should rejoice in the suffering. I recall that when we were there, we said, my wife said, why can't you just come back? I said, no, I will not come. I find joy when I am doing it, when I'm being persecuted, when I'm being suffered. I find joy. Mostly when I will go back to when we were being transferred to Cross River there. In Cross River, they have their own challenge too. And when I was transferred to Cross River, the place is a little bit like a town, but I preferred enter inside the interior.
I understand.
Yeah, as I entered the interior, the road was bad. The road was bad. Almost on bike, machine like this, on the motorcycle, about 2 or 3 hours journey without seeing any house. I'll be moving on the bike.
Important work, sir.
Yeah, and that thing, I went the first time I carried my wife. She said, "Hi, she will not come. She will not follow me to the." I said no. I find joy. I said, I am happy that I am part of the gospel. That today Jesus is counting me worthy for this work.
And if you get back into the mission field or to visit, so what is it that you want to tell those people there?
Well, now, and let me go back to Niger State in Shiroro. I will encourage them. They should stand firm. They should endure to the end. We are not promising them these worldly things, wealth, but we should rejoice in this our suffering. This is the reason to why Christ come and die for us. Yeah, and like going back to Cross River, I visited them last month. Yeah, I visited them last month. As I went there, they have their also challenges too. You know, those villagers, the problem they have there is this false gospel. That's the problem they have. It's this false gospel. We were having, I was having this public address system that we use, battery rechargeable one. So it got spoiled. They were having it there, but that's the challenge they are facing there too. If to say they have it, because they are not going to church. Those people there, they are not going to church. The village I enter, they are not going to church. Most 90% of them are not going to church. But there are churches, there are denominations there. But 90% of the villages are not going to church. But the time I step in there, when I step in there, God's help, with the help of this public address system, I will put music, they will come and gather. Crowd, they will gather. Then I'll now pass the message across. Every Sunday, I will leave all those that will go to church. Then me, I will not put. They got used to it. They now, if once they see me, they say, "Oh, our pastor have come." So they go to your state. That's how I gained their attention. By the time I visit them, they say, Pastor, as you go, the things calm down, because this one that changed you, now it cannot do as you were doing, because the thing that, because you don't have the public address system.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand that need. And what is the difference between the false gospel and the true gospel that you believe is being preached?
Well, the false gospel always motivate people and drag their attention on the worldly things, while the true gospel is to preach the word, only but the word of truth. I know there are many people that met me there, they said, Pastor, really, we cannot follow you in that your church, because I don't think, they say they don't think they can live what they were doing. Because your church always preached the Bible. They told me, they said your church always preached the Bible, of which, to follow the rules is hard for us. But this one is a simple one. They call those false churches, say it's a simple one. That is it.
I understand. We need the gospel of the grace of God and spiritual life that's in the kingdom. I appreciate listening unto you, Brother Sampo.
Thank you, sir.
For you hearing me. He also, within the preaching, I'm honored, sir, that you have suffered far more than me, and you listened unto me preach on suffering with joy, and it encouraged you, and I am encouraged and humbled, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very much.
Thank you.